I'll be explaining the difference between Amazon FBA and dropshipping. Are they the same? Which one's better? And what makes them so different? Let's find out. Let's go. What is up, guys? My name is Oren and welcome back to my channel. If you're excited about this video, be sure to give this a big thumbs up right now. If you want to learn more about online businesses and all things entrepreneurship, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of people I see have this confusion with dropshipping and Amazon FBA. So let's talk about Amazon FBA first. Amazon FBA means fulfillment by Amazon, which is when you purchase a product from a manufacturer and then you tweak it, you change this product a little bit, you put your own logo and branding and make it your own. The most common way to find your manufacturers is through Alibaba in China, but it really does not have to be Alibaba. It can be any manufacturer or supplier from anywhere in the world. But a lot of people go through Alibaba because in a lot of ways, Alibaba makes it easier. Alibaba manufacturers and suppliers know these business models really well and they deal with hundreds and hundreds of customers like you every day. The good thing here is you're already picking a ready product. You are tweaking it and making it your own. You really don't have to reinvent the wheel. Once your inventory is ready, you can straight away send it to Amazon's warehouse, which is Amazon's fulfillment center, and then you can start to sell to Amazon's marketplaces like Amazon.com or Amazon.ae or Amazon.uk or Amazon.ca, depending on whichever country you are in. When you order something on Amazon and you receive a product and you see the Prime sticker on them, that means that it is sold through Amazon FBA. Now let's talk about dropshipping. Dropshipping is when you find a manufacturer or supplier in China through Alibaba or AliExpress and you find a product with them that you like and you want to sell. Once you've selected a product, you then create a website and then list this product on your website and run Facebook ads and drive traffic to your website for sales. When customers purchase this product, your supplier will ship this product directly to your customer. They will ship it as it is. There will be no changes. There might be a bunch of Chinese writings on them and they will be shipping this product in plain simple packaging or in their own packaging. Your manufacturers will be shipping order by order and they will not be putting any of your branding or logos on them, and it is mainly because it's one order at a time and usually no one accepts to put logo and branding for one order at a time. Once they ship it, it takes around 2 weeks to get to your customers and sometimes even 3 weeks. Once the customer makes the payment, the supplier gets paid the money as per your agreement and you simply keep the profit with whatever it is that you have listed on your website. Now, this is a good business model and I've seen a lot of people having a lot of success with dropshipping, but I don't think this is the best option in my personal opinion. This may seem very easy and very less effort and not much work to put in, but it also comes with more cons than pros. For example, when your manufacturer ships the product to your customer, it will take at least 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is a long time for customers to just sit around for their products to arrive. They get super impatient. If it was me that I have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks for something to arrive, then mostly I will not order this product, or if I have already ordered it, then I'll just go ahead and cancel it and look for something else. This, I would say, is one of the biggest issues, that you have no control over the shipping time and your products are being shipped from China to your customers and you're not able to offer your customers same day or next day delivery. The second issue I would say is the reputation of this business model. I will not find myself so comfortable going over to a new unknown website and ordering something with all my credit card details. I mean, I know for sure that I'll have thousands of questions before I make any purchase like this, that if they have a strong branding on their website, if they have social media presence, if they have social proof, if influencers are talking about it, or if they have reviews. I'll also check the shipping time, the refund policy, and trust me, even after checking all of this, I don't think I'll still go ahead and order the product, and I'll be thinking that what if they just take my money and I never receive my product? These are thoughts that any customer will have when they go over to a new unknown website to purchase something. Another problem with this business model is that people do not want to put a lot of effort. Most people usually never see or touch their products. They usually use the suppliers photos and videos to promote their product, and this becomes a huge problem because you really cannot tell what to expect with the quality of the product. Additionally, when you're using the photos and videos provided by your supplier, you're using the same photos and videos that your supplier is sharing with hundreds and hundreds of sellers just like you. When you try to promote your product with these kind of photos and videos, what happens is that Facebook sees a lot of these same photos and videos, and Facebook does not really like this business model so much, and they ends up at one point flagging your ads and even sometimes taking down your ad accounts. Like I mentioned before, it is a good business model, but it is not something that you can scale or grow with, and it is kind of also a little bit chaotic. If you want to just do this for the timing and see what it is and to maybe make a little bit of money, that might be okay, but for the long run, in my opinion, this is not the best option. You don't want to have angry customers waiting for 2 to 3 weeks for their orders to arrive, and if they end up not liking your product or the quality of the product, they will return the product, and that will be a big loss for you. There are some options in AliExpress where you can choose to have your product shipped to your customers from a closer location to your customers rather than having it shipped all the way from China. But these locations and fulfillment centers are very few. These fulfillment centers are very limited, and not all the products are available in these fulfillment centers. If you're still interested and want to do dropshipping or want to understand this better, then you can watch this video where I touch a little bit on this. Now, on the other hand, with Amazon FBA, you simply go over to Amazon and sign up with their Seller Central to become an Amazon seller. Then you go to Alibaba and find a product and find a supplier for your product. Once you've selected the product, you tell your supplier to send you a sample. Once your sample arrives, you check your sample, and if everything looks great, you confirm this to your supplier. But unlike dropshipping, instead of telling your supplier to ship each product to your customer, you will place an order of bulk inventory with your supplier. When you purchase a minimum quantity with your supplier, say for example, you're buying 300 to 500 units, then you can ask your supplier that you want your packaging and your logo, and they will be able to do this for you. Different suppliers have different requirements and different minimum quantity, and they usually put that on their listing, but there's always ways to negotiate around it, and you can always speak to them about it. And as long as it's 300 units, it should usually be okay for you to ask them to put your packaging and logo on the products. You can send them your logo, you can send them your brand colors, you can instruct them as to how exactly your packaging will look like and what the size of your logo will be and everything that you want. Once they're ready to be shipped, you get your products inspected. If you want to know and learn more about how and what to do with product inspection, I have a full video on this. I'll put the link for that in my description box below. Once all this is done, you clear the payment with your supplier, and your entire shipment gets shipped to Amazon's fulfillment center, which is Amazon's warehouse. In the meanwhile, you create photos, videos, TikToks, reels with your sample and prepare to showcase your product the way you want. Once this is done, you create your listing on Amazon, and as soon as your shipment reaches Amazon's warehouse, you will be able to start to sell immediately. Amazon is really the #1 marketplace and online shopping platform. There are millions of customers of Amazon, and there are hundreds and hundreds of sellers from all over the world. They have a huge customer base. It's only getting bigger and bigger with time. Fast delivery options with Prime accounts. The customers are able to buy with just one click of a button, because usually all the credit card information is already saved, and it makes the purchasing process way more easier than to go on a website and purchase something. This is also because Amazon is a very reputable company, and customers trust Amazon with all their credit card information and everything. Apart from this, when you additionally create social media accounts to promote these products and you run Facebook ads, your customers will be redirected to your listing, and then when they reach the listing on Amazon, they will have the option to receive their products the same day or the next day with Amazon Prime. And also it makes it so simple for them to purchase through Amazon because all their credit card information is already saved. All they have to do is click a button to buy, and customers usually just go ahead and buy it. I know how I shop on Amazon. It just takes a second. Today, if you want to launch your own brand and want to have your own Shopify website, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. First of all, you're 100% responsible for driving traffic to your website. There is website development, social media, marketing, influencer marketing, uh, email marketing, retargeting. The list is endless. And you'll have to prepare all of this and figure all this out by yourself unless you hire a very big team. And after all this is in place, you can potentially convert prospective customers into buying from you. I would say it is a lot of work upfront, especially if you're new. When you list a product on Amazon, there is big chance for your potential customers to come across your product because Amazon is, after all, a search engine. It has a big chance for your potential customers to discover your brand and buy from you. They can discover you organically through search without you having to spend any money on ads or for you to put any effort to bring traffic to your listing. When you're building a brand through Amazon, you really are building a real brand. The brand that you're building on Amazon is your brand, and it is not limited to Amazon. You can totally start to sell through your own website, which I absolutely recommend, but it is great to start with Amazon, have this customer base, and then build it into a solid brand and then launch your website. Besides building a brand, you're also building an asset. If you ever want to sell this brand, which is very common in Amazon sellers, you totally have the option to do that as well. With dropshipping, though, mostly you're never really building a real brand. It's not for the long term, it's usually for the short term. There are some brands who are real brands now, and they initially started with dropshipping, but it takes a ton of work if you want to, create a real brand out of dropshipping, and it is not easy as they say it is. Now, another question that I see a lot is that can you dropship with Amazon? So the answer to that is yes and no. Dropshipping with Amazon would be you selling the product on your own and not using Amazon's warehouse, and so that does not become Amazon FBA. If you do this, you'll not be able to do FBA, and it's not going to be part of Prime. Amazon have a lot of strict rules and regulations, and you have to abide by them. And if you try to fulfill the orders by yourself, your customers will not receive the products on time, and I honestly do not recommend this. Dropshipping and Amazon FBA are completely different. They are two different business models, and when compared, I personally like and recommend Amazon FBA 100%. If you do not want to risk any money or you do not have any money saved up to buy inventory, then you can start with dropshipping. But then again, you also have the option to save up a little bit and then start with Amazon FBA. If this video was helpful or added any value, please give us a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in comments below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer most of them, and I'll see you in the next one.